What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, let's turn this into this. Let's do it. Just like I said, we are going to transform this Greddy Type S blow-off valve into not quite new, but a very refreshed Greddy Type S blow-off valve. So if you follow along on the channel, you guys would know that I am really into Greddy Type S blow-off valves. So I like to collect them. Maybe I will put them on all the cars that I have. I'm not really sure. Old school blow-off valves in general, like even this Blitz is super cool. But yeah, if you guys follow along the channel, you know this is a common thing, and that's exactly what we're gonna do in today's video. I have acquired another Greddy Type S. This one is also a black top, which I think is a little more rare than these normal purple ones. So we are going to go from this guy, which is untouched, just off of someone's car, to this, which has been disassembled and vapor honed. So if you can see between the two how big of a difference there is. Obviously these are still old blow-off valves, so you know the anodizing, there's not really much I can do about that unless I decide to re-anodize the tops. But out of these two, you can definitely see the vapor honed one looks a lot fresher, a lot better, and it doesn't take long to do this. So we are going to take this guy and transform him, transform him into this guy. But you can see that this one is a little tinted from age, dirt, grime, exposure in the engine bay. And this one is fresh and shiny aluminum again. This is actually from the S13. I just pulled it off the pipe there. Just to show you guys a direct comparison. But yeah, we are going to take this blow-off valve, disassemble it, and get it in the vapor honing cabinet and see if we can add another to our collection of vapor blasted old school blow-off valves. So one last look and we'll have a major transformation here. If you ever see that out, or a tap and die set, you know that something bad happened. And as I was disassembling the blow-off valve, the end of this, if it'll focus, yeah, so the end of this basically valve broke off when I undid the nut for it. Come on, focus. Here we go. Yeah, so this goes on here, bolts this to here with the diaphragm. And yeah, that was unfortunate because now I have to try and find essentially a new one of these, or a replacement one of these, since these blow-off valves are long discontinued. But not too big of a deal. Got a whole bunch of them. The main thing is I want to get all of this cleaned up, and then eventually when I find this part, I can just throw it in there and it'll be good. So things happen when you are working with parts this old, and yeah, let's keep moving on and get all these parts cleaned, and we'll somewhat assemble it, I guess. I can thread this nut on just without the lock washer here, but I wouldn't actually run it like that. But we can assemble it afterwards, at least so that we can see the finished product. So let's get all this stuff into the cabinet and we'll just start cleaning everything. Everything after vapor blasting or vapor honing, and yeah, you can see here the body is a lot cleaner. It's bright silver again, and you may have noticed I even blasted the diaphragm, which, you know, normally you wouldn't think that you could do like a rubber type of material, but you can, and it actually cleans it pretty well, if you can see. So that's pretty cool about vapor honing. And but yeah, now we can move on and assemble this blow-off valve again. Even though, like I mentioned before, we ended up breaking the end of this valve basically here. So I'll show it again, just so you guys can see. Yeah, unfortunately, this nut that was on here snapped off. I had to extract the aluminum material, I believe this is aluminum, from out of the nut. And yeah, I'm sure I'll come across a maybe a Type S blow-off valve that's damaged or something, and I'll be able to steal this part from that one. But yeah, basically we've got everything here. So let's use a little YouTube magic and just get everything back together. And just like that, we've got our Type S blow-off valve reassembled. I do have the valve back in there, and you know, it is working. I'm gonna wait until I find one that I can use for parts and swap that valve out before I actually try to use this one. In the meantime, it will sit in my collection. Alright, so there we have it. This blow-off valve has been vapor honed and it's looking fresh again. It is unfortunate about the valve and the nut that I broke inside, but it actually is still functioning. It's holding on by a couple threads. I didn't put back the lock washer that was in there, and that is how it's able to hold on with a couple threads. But obviously I'm not going to run this one until I get that fixed. This is the one that I'm actually running on the S13. But yeah, it's just another Type S old school blow-off valve to add to my collection. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed watching this process. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys prefer the sort of patinaed look on them, unvapor honed with dirty dark aluminum? Or do you think this looks better with the fresh, shiny aluminum bodies, or in the case of the Blitz, the entire piece is looking like that? But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. It was definitely a short one, but maybe some of you guys found the transformation satisfying. Yeah, let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed it. Do you like this look, or should I have left it alone? Yeah, I don't know, but hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for subscribing, and I will see you guys in the next one.